Hello everybody, Princess the Bear here, and we're back at
Saratoga.
If you hadn't noticed from all this northeastern looking architecture in the background, and we're here for the reopening of Turf Club.
Yes, it is opening day. We are one of the first tables, and I am so excited. The menu is fully different than it was before.
It's been almost 2 years since I had the door open and switched from a signature to just a regular table service, so hopefully that equates a quality increase in the food.
Hopefully it's better than the last time we came here.
I don't want to name a fish this time.
Be sure to see the light.
You heard the girl.
I did my drink Googling ahead of time this time because I was smart, and I found a beautiful mixed drink, 100% vegan. It is the 3 minutes to post time. It has Bacardi, it has blue Curaçao, gin, vodka, and then a little splash of lime. Sorry, not lime. A splash of Sprite and orange juice. I'm here for it. It tastes a little vitamin watery. That's not really what I expected out of this drink. 2.5 out of 5 gins? I don't know. This is not as good as I thought it was going to be.
If I wasn't to name a drink 3 minutes to post, I don't know if it would be this blue. Maybe green? I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting with that. That is a tall drink of mini golf water. It tastes like a melted slushie. In a good way. But not very strong? How do I feel about that? 2.5 out of 5 points.
When Bear does not know what to order, like me and my Jameson and ginger, he gets a smoked turkey everywhere that it's available. It's his favorite drink, and he's subjected me to it. It's not necessarily my jam. It just tastes like liquid smoke for the most part, which is good and dangerous, but I don't want to drink like a whole drink of liquid smoke personally. 3 out of 5 barbecues, just barbecue chips.
So yes, I struggle with the menu, the little QR codes. Every menu is a little bit different. So like on their menu, there's a cocktail section and a specialty drink section. You want the specialty drink section. I found the cocktail section, but I'm never going to complain about a smoked turkey, like ever. And if you're trying to make one of these at home, it's like a drop of liquid smoke. Any more and you're going to be drinking a bonfire. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
Our favorite, our familiar, our friend, the gluten-free roll. It is extremely hot, so it's reminding me of Yachtsman Steakhouse. And they have a unique offering to go with it, which also is just as impressive as Yachtsman, I would say. Hey, they do better than Narcoossee's. So, what's up with that? Okay, I put a lot of butter, but I really want to try it. Oof. All right, way too much. The butter on the bread was amazing. The lava salt didn't really add much vinegar to it. Doesn't give as good bread as Yachtsman, even though it's the same bread. But I like it. 3 out of 5 breads. It's decent bread.
One thing about these gluten-free rolls is if you don't get them warm, you're in for a bad time. Luckily, these are nice and hot. I'm glad that they can provide the earth balance butter with the same sort of lava salt. Even if it doesn't really add a whole lot special. Just little things that matter. I rant and rave about combining gluten-free and vegan things, but in this case, I don't so much mind. It's not bread I'm going to run here for, but I'm glad that at least little touches. 3 out of 5 plus. So already with the treats, the non-vegan treats that is, we have this table bread that's like a Parmesan tossed roll, little pieces of Parmesan like roasted on top. And then you have like a black butter with black lava salt on it. You put lava in anything and all of a sudden I'm interested. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit more of a healthy dose than what I would normally give myself. So I want all of that smoke. That flavor is what I think people who like Popeye's cheddar biscuits think of themselves and they bite into it, even though they're disgusting and gross. Flame me for it. But this is a good roll. And you can make something like this plant-based. Ooh-wee. 4 out of 5 plus.
Grilled artichoke. The manager told me that there's grilled and fried artichoke in here, which I'm excited for. I love me some artichoke. I'm just gonna destroy this. You got some raisins in here too. These are some big pieces. So I'm gonna knife it actually and take a princess bite instead of going all grizzly bear on it. And I'm gonna take the dried fruit, even though I'm not a dried fruit person. Oh yeah, beautifully balanced with a small kick, a nice like sweetness that comes from the raisin. It's curried. It's incredible. I thought that the artichoke dish at Dahlia was really good, like a dessert dish. But like to the opposite of that, like an amazing artichoke savory dish is gonna be this one. So I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 artichoke. I would come here for this.
I'm always interested in all the ways they can cook artichokes. I've seen a lot of different ways that they cook them and display them in this channel, but both grilled and fried at the same time was not what I was expecting. And like this beautiful like curried sauce here on the bottom, and it looks like a curry sauce. And you can see like here's a little bit of the fried artichoke. It's not breaded, it's just fried, and then you have the grilled artichoke. It is beautimous. So you hear the fried, there's your grilled, and a little bit of leafy greens to go along with it. A little fork there, and then I'm gonna try both at the same time. Let's go for broke. There we go. Plenty of sauce. I was worried about the texture of both fried and grilled at the same time. It actually works pretty well. The flavors mesh well together, and it gives a nice little texture to it. So like, I feel like the grilled artichoke has more of the flavor, and then the texture comes from the fried. But it's nice, like tangy appetizer. It's like a play on a salad, but it works. Get that 3.5 out of 5 plus. I'm impressed.
It was so good at the end of the day. A little spicy, a little watery in my eye, but the mixture of the grilled and the fried artichoke was so amazing. 1000% recommend this dish. It is so good.
So I feel like I just recently had a whole host of mussels, and like just this year already. 2 times actually, and here we are, mussels again. I wasn't expecting to get mussels, but here we are. Now they're mussels braised in Angry Orchard, which I thought was rather weird. Angry Orchard is not what I would pick to cook seafood in, but I digress. And like and it's also the base of the butter sauce with some fennel, and then salami and a couple other meats in there. This is gonna be interesting for sure, but because of the amount of butter, time for some magic pills. Unless you guys want to see me down on camera, I'm sure one day one of you will ask for that. So, of course, they're shell-on mussels, and they give you a little boat for your shells, which I appreciate. I'm always lost where to stack those shells afterwards. But let's go ahead and dig in here. Now, I don't know how most people eat mussels, but for me, I'm using a spoon to hold these things open, like so. I'm just scooping out the meat. We're going to take this boat here with both utensils and just dump that there, because I don't like making a mess. Then I don't know how they intend this to be eaten, but I'm going to go ahead and serve up that mussel once it's dunked in the sauce on top of the bread. We're going to make sure we get all the meatses that fell out, as the princess would say. A little dunk. Have your crisp bread, a little mussel. This looks like salami. A little bit of like veggies on top. I think it's like a red pepper. Curious about this one. Ooh. Okay. I'm an island boy, so I understand that for a lot of people, mussels, clams, any sort of shellfish is an acquired taste, especially if you don't grow up with it. This dish is a bit more on like the oceany side, so it's got like that taste of the ocean. It's caught by the butter and then the meat, but understand that taste is still there. So if you don't like sort of like oceany taste in your seafood, this might not be a dish for you. It's interesting, and it's a burst of flavor. I'm not sure it's my favorite though. I don't know if I would come back here. It's not a bad dish, don't get me wrong. Nothing tastes bad. But dishes like this, I always feel like the juice is not worth the squeeze. It's like more work to eat the food than to actually do the eating part. Because I gotta dig at all these shells. This is work. But the flavors taste good. Someone give it a 3. But I don't know if I'd order this again. It's not that good. As I work my way through these mussels, I take back what I said. I'm gonna raise it from a 3 to 3.5 out of 5 claws. The flavors, once you start to get more of the broth, especially make sure you get the mussels with like the salami and the meat, that goes along with the flavor. It's just the flavor grows over time. I like it better. I like it better without the bread actually. And with the opening the shell, I was just being lazy. They're already open. It's not like I'm doing it anywhere.
I got the Club's Cosmo, which is just vodka, triple sec, and cranberry juice. It's tart like a Cosmo. I think the Sex and the City women would approve. 4 out of 5 Cosmos. I hope this is at the lounge, because I would come get this if I wanted a Cosmo.
Well, I've never been a Cosmo guy. I imagine they're all Cosmo guys. Oh, I've read the magazine. Don't ask. But drinks and Cosmo, But, I mean, it's pretty looking. It's a little stem. It smells like colored rubbing alcohol, but let's find out. Ooh, tart. I can see the appeal of the Cosmo, but I'm not a Cosmo person. Mainly because I don't like sweet. Or it's not sweet, it's not me. It's not my jam. But it's not a bad drink. 2.5 out of 5 points.
The Saratoga cocktail, I really appreciate this twisty lemon that goes with it. Oof, it smells like bourbon, like strong. Oh. It tastes like rubbing alcohol. I could not drink this. This is a strong, strong drink. This is like old-fashioned level drink. I'm pretty sure Bear's gonna love this. I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5 lemons. This is very much not my jam.
I was definitely expecting a cocktail like a short glass, old-fashioned style, but instead got like a Great Gatsby style whiskey cocktail in a glass. Saratoga. Ooh. As a kid, gas stations. I love the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. That's like gasoline in the drink form, honestly. It is super strong. I have never ridden a horse, but this is enough alcohol in it to make me think I could, with no training. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Do not drink gasoline.
Yes, kids, don't drink gasoline. Ever.
Don't try.
Drive sports cars, but don't drink gasoline.
So I did a carrot dish, and I didn't realize the carrot dish was mushroom on mushroom on mushroom. The last time we came here, I got a carrot gnocchi. They like carrot in their pasta. So, I'm going to try the pasta by itself. Cheers. Oh, wow. Flavored beautifully, seasoned beautifully. They made that in-house. It's delicious. It's a 4 out of 5 by itself. Now I'm gonna cut one open. You can see it's all carroty on the inside. Now I'm gonna cut one of these mushrooms that we've had at Disney so many times, and I'm going to eat it all together. Let's see if I like it this way. The mushrooms add a texture. It's a texture. When you put it in the sauce, it's extremely flavored, so that's good too. The stars is still the pasta for me. You know, there's more mushroom on here than pasta. I probably prefer more pasta than mushroom. Guys, I'm not a mushroom person. If you are a mushroom person, run and don't walk to this location and get this dish. But because I'm not a mushroom person, I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 mushrooms. It's good. It's flavorful. It's beautiful. It's a little mushroomy for me.
So I see this, and forgive me, I've been watching a lot of Star Wars lately. I think Dagobah. No hate on the dish. It's another feat of like chef ingenuity. There's sort of like they pureed carrots and made like a carrot cream inside of the pasta, which I think is a super inventive way to use carrots. That would make a nice creamy sauce. Makes you want to try that at home, like a carrot cream sauce. I don't know what to use it for, but just like new ideas like that on different ways to cook vegan food deserves a lot of props. Like that took some thinking. That's not something that we see every day. It is a lot of like mushrooms and like a mushroom-based sauce. Got like different kinds of mushrooms. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get a little bit of like everything that's in here. With this little corner of pasta, I just squeezed out most of the filling. I imagine the pasta must be really hard to make in volume, but the flavor when you bite into the pasta is like amazing. The carrot cream tastes like, it's a hint of carrot, but it tastes like a creamy, like dairy-based, even though it's not, like filled pasta. I really wish that there was a better balance in the number of mushrooms in the pasta, because the pasta is definitely the star, but there's definitely not enough of it in the dish. There's like 5 more in here, and it's like an entire forest of mushrooms. 6, but a whole forest of mushrooms in here. I'm still in the mushrooms. The princess is not gonna eat all these. The flavors are excellent, even on the mushrooms. They don't taste like dirt rooms. Usually we're worried about mushrooms and they're gonna have that like super earthy taste, but these are super moist, super tender, better balance on dish, and this would be high for me. As it is, I'm giving it a 4. I still recommend it for anybody plant-based. If there's a better balance, it would almost be a 5 for me. I'm impressed.
When's the last time y'all dined with us?
Oh gosh, probably 2019.
Oh wow, well welcome back.
Yeah, that's so
I love you.
She'll just keep sending it in. No, she hasn't sent it in. I ate all of my pasta and it was absolutely amazing. Like I would eat 10 or 20 more of them pastas. But like all I have left now is mushroom. And like the sauce is so good too. I just want to eat the sauce, but like I ate additional mushrooms, more mushrooms than I would normally eat because I wanted it all together, because I wanted the sauce, and like I ate all my pasta pieces with a bite of mushroom in each. And I still have so much mushroom left. I feel bad. I feel really guilty not eating it all, but I'm not going to. Hopefully Bear will take some of this off my hands, so it doesn't look like I'm snubbing the kitchen because I don't like mushrooms.
Now this beautiful mountain of whatever this is, I'm just kidding, I know exactly what it is. So we have a slow roasted lamb shank, shaved and then put on top of noodles. The braising liquid is used to make a reduction sauce at the bottom with these pea-based noodles, and then you have a spread of goat cheese cream over here to go with the lamb. And you have these little crunchies on top. So underneath here you have a nicely shredded lamb, which I don't see very often. But it's like lamb and then goat and then pasta. Very interesting mix. And then you have more peas to go with the pea-based pasta. I'm not a huge pea person, but if the flavor's there, you'll have no complaints out of me. Okay. The goat cheese and the lamb. Amazing flavor. Goat cheese is already a strong flavor, but it's balanced out with the lamb, so neither of them is too gamey. On top of the pasta, and even the peas are very, very good flavors with nice crunchies. Now this dish is one of the 50th anniversary dishes, so one of Walt's favorites, as you will. I've never thought to throw goat on top of pasta, but that with the goat cheese is an amazing flavor. It's a bit strong, if you don't like strong lamb flavors, especially with the goat cheese, you might want to avoid this one, but the flavors, everything all in all, I think it's a 4 out of 5 claws. These are nice, they added the texture, but they don't do a whole lot for it. But the dish itself, the lamb, is amazing. I talked a lot of shade about the Turf Club in its old days. They have improved. I'm impressed. Very impressed.
We have this beautiful mango passion fruit creme brulee with a hidden Mickey right here. Don't know if you noticed that. The last time we had a plant-based creme brulee here on Disney property was actually at Be Our Guest. So I'm curious to see how this one is. They use tapioca flour on this. And if it's like that, then it's not going to have a hard crust on top. It's going to be jello-y. Oh, it has a hard crust. I can actually tap. Woo! Okay, this already wins over Be Our Guest. I wish Bear could try this. That mango sweetness with the chocolate, and then the hard candy shell on top. This is a winning dessert. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 5 and put this on my necessities list. It's that good. Very innovative creme brulee. I'm here for it. Yes.
I invite you to crack the Swiss meringue as you enjoy your gelato to give you a little bit of texture in the desserts.
Alright, thank you. Here we have their strawberry-based gelato here, a nice bowl. I wasn't going to get dessert. I said no to dessert. But then the waitress saved me from eating mango. It was my fault. So I'm like, I'm going to get a dessert now. Here, I'll get a little strawberry in there. Love how the chef came out and poured it. It looks pretty. It looks like something I would eat. I do love strawberry. Okay, that's good. I just don't like things super sweet. But literally, you just break off a bit of this right here. And then you get a little bit of the ice cream. Or the gelato, rather. With a little strawberry dressing. It's a very nice balance. And a super cold gelato with the strawberry, almost puree. and like the candy show. That's fun. It's a very fun dessert. And it's very light. So if you don't want anything really heavy, this is definitely the way to go. For desserts, though, it's up there on my list. 4 to 5 cups. Turf Club. It was a club. It's a good time. It was a good time.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I definitely lied to the waitress when she asked me if I wanted to take my mushrooms to go.
Yeah, sometimes we take food home that we honestly aren't going to eat because it's just the way we are.
Who knows? Maybe one day in the next couple days, Bear will get munchy and he might want to eat some mushrooms.
It's just mushrooms.
I don't know.
It's all mushrooms.
I put a gluten-free roll in there too, so maybe you can put a couple of mushrooms on the gluten-free roll.
A mushroom sandwich?
My pasta was very much, would you like some pasta with your mushrooms? So
Would you like some mushrooms? Or,
would you like some pasta with your mushrooms?
Yeah, she was right the first time. It was good though.
I love the app and I love the dessert. Like obsessed with both. But like unless you love mushrooms, I would not get the entree.
I thought the menu was much improved from the last time we came here. This place was, not to be mean, it was a little bit forgettable. This time the menu actually has a lot of thought and a lot of unique dishes in it that I think are worth trying. Even if, like the princess, you don't like mushrooms. I definitely think it's worth a visit if you've been thinking about coming here. I think it's a great addition to have this restaurant back open at Saratoga. It definitely needed it.
When we told people today we were going to the Turf Club, we got a lot of where? Like it wasn't a Disney property, so obviously it's not.
It showed up on the map though. They know where it is now. But if you haven't considered it as an option, I think you should. Given what you've seen in this video, I want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments. So would you come to Turf Club? Would you not? And the reasons why. I want to know. Let us know in the comments. If there's anywhere else you think on Disney property or Disney Orlando period you'd like to see us go, that's also going to be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And comment. Wait, like the video. But also comment. Because if you don't comment, well, we're just going to keep doing food reviews? Or we're going to not do food reviews? I don't know. If you don't comment and tell us about the Turf Club, maybe we'll just stop going opening day. How about that? I don't know. Maybe there's no consequence for no comment. But you should comment anyway.
These are all empty threats from the princess. You didn't hear the girl. We're here. And we're going right here. It's like hidden by the boat dock.
I want to go here. Tell Bear that we want to stay here. Tell Bear in the comments to let us stay here.
It's not going to happen.